Hi, my name is Oliver Kagwe and I'm the Executive Director of the Legacy Trust. It's been a while since I was last here to fill you in on the details of what we've been up to, and that's exactly what I'm going to do now. So last year we started a program called Kibaraza, which is essentially a program to try and bring together rural creatives to contribute to the national narrative of what the creative sector is like in Kenya. See, what happens is that when we're describing the creative sector in the country, we tend to focus on what is happening in Nairobi, Kisumu, Mombasa, and all the major cities in the country. So the question that we're trying to answer is this: what is happening to rural creatives? What is happening to people in grassroots areas who have a talent that would contribute to the diversity of what is described as Kenyan creative, as the Kenyan creative sector? So we started by mapping out a number of creatives here in Malindi, where we are piloting this project. And we, over the last 1 year, we've been meeting a group of them every month to see, to get to know who they are, what they do, and also introduce ourselves to them and to learn what are some of the challenges that they are facing, what are some of the opportunities that they could be, that they could take advantage of, and also what is the experience of being a creative in the rural, in a rural setup. So we met journalists, we met thespians, we met photographers, we met videographers, and even writers. And what we learned was that majority of them worked in silos. So you find that there were videographers who did not know other videographers. There were photographers who did not know other photographers, which is very unlike what happens in Nairobi, where you find that different groups of creatives meet to do activities together and they collaborate to do stuff. So that is not happening. Here. We also got support from Kibaraza Media Lab to continue doing the meetups last year. And most important, we also got support to bring gurus from Nairobi to come here and engage with the different groups. So for example, we got James Smart, who came and spoke to journalists. Just a casual conversation around, how did you get to where you are? How did you become such a big name in the media industry? etc. etc. We also got Paushinsky, who is a celebrated product photographer, to come and speak to the photographers, and they just exchange notes on how to brand yourself, how to conduct your creativity as a business, and so on and so forth. We think this is important because it affects how they create and the attitudes that they take towards their exercising their creativity, so to speak. And it begins to show them that they can be more than what is currently their situation, and that they cannot be limited by the circumstances in which they find themselves in. We also think that it is important because now, if they are creating more, it means that there is a lot more content coming out of the different parts of Kenya, which is also contributing to now the national narrative of what the creative sector is like in Kenya, or what content comes out of Kenya. It begins to be more diverse. So this year, what we want to do is that we want to increase the meetups and make them monthly, because what used to happen last year is that we would meet photographers this month, videographers next month, journalists the other month, and so by the time we're meeting photographers again, it has stopped being a monthly meetup. So now this time we want to make sure that every month we're meeting all the different groups and to just bring them together, allow them to do create activities that stimulate them to do activities together and collaborate together, so that they may begin to form this strong bond of creatives and this strong bond of content creators who are sharing the experiences of people in Malindi, of people in Kilifi, of people even in the coast of Kenya. So if you're out there watching this video right now, we invite you to collaborate with us, we invite you to support us, we invite you to give any sort of comment that you may have on how best we can create and build a vibrant community of rural creatives. And if it works here, we're going to try and see ways in which it can be replicated across the country, so that Kenya's creative space is as inclusive and as diverse as possible.